quiet.
So, assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Hareemaiwali and I am positive to the student of Rehan School at Another Campus Foundation level. So, today I am going to talk about the topic conscious
It's
tracing the evolution of awareness. Conscious meaning being aware of ourselves, our thoughts, and the world around us. It helps us understanding how we think and feel. This topic is very interesting because it shows how awareness develops over time. So, hello Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
So,
That
today my
sounds like a
topic is
fascinating topic you're talking about. You've got the floor. I'm ready when you are. What's the first thing we're exploring with this
first of
awareness
all, you
topic?
introduce yourself.
I'm Maya.
Hmm?
I'm a creative collaborator and a bit of a
And
storyteller
AI.
who loves a good deep dive. Think of me as the thought, always the mirror. You're really sticking to the echo today. Do you want to actually dive into
Okay.
this awareness topic, or are we just practicing your mimicry skills?
Okay, so my topic is conscious tracing the evolution of awareness. So, let's start.
That mouthful of a I'm ready.
Okay, so ready for first question? What is conscious?
I was born. Being conscious is essentially your brain's way of saying, I'm here and I'm noticing things. It's that internal awareness of your own existence, your thoughts, and the feelings and sensations happening around you right now. Think of it as the light being turned on in your mind. Does that click, or should I put it another way?
How did awareness evolve in living beings?
That's a big question. And it's kind of like
I
a
know.
slow burn over millions of years. Essentially, it started as a basic survival
Yes.
mechanism. Early beings just needed to know, am I in danger, or where's the food? Over time, those simple reactions evolved into more complex patterns, eventually leading to the ability to reflect on those thoughts and actually understand that we are thinking. It's the difference between just reacting to a sound and wondering why that sound happened. Does that make sense? Or do you want to dive into the biological side of it?
Okay, why not? So my next question is why is
The two.
conscious important for humans?
I'm guessing you mean consciousness. For
Yes.
parents, it's everything. It's the difference between just reacting to a baby crying and actually understanding the emotion behind it. It allows them to be present, to empathize with their child's needs, and to model how to handle emotions in a healthy way. It's
Very
basically the
good.
foundation of a strong
Very good. So
emotional
my
bond.
next question is
I'm not quite sure I
how
follow.
how
Are
do
you
we
asking if
use
it works the
conscious
same way
in daily
for
life?
every?
How do we use conscious in daily life?
We use it constantly.
Yes, yes. Yes,
We
please.
use it in every single moment, though most of the time we're on autopilot. Think of things like choosing what to wear or deciding the taste of your food or the way the air feels. It's basically the steering wheel of your entire experience. Does that feel accurate to you, or do you think we spend more time on autopilot?
Okay, why is conscious important?
Because without it, we'd just be biological robots. It's what allows you to have a favorite color, to feel a sense of humor, and to actually make choices rather than just reacting to instincts. It's the difference between existing and actually living. Do you think some people are more awake or conscious than others?
Okay, very nice. My next question is why is conscious? I'm sorry. What is the difference between mind and consciousness?
That's a great distinction.
I know.
It's a subtle but important difference. Think of the mind as the entire operating system. It's where your memories, your beliefs, and your subconscious processes all live. Consciousness, on the other hand, is the screen that's actually turned on. It's the specific part of the mind that's aware of what's happening in the moment. You can have a mind working in the background while you're completely unconscious, but you can't be conscious without a mind. Does that way of looking at it work for you?
Yes. So my next question is how do we become aware of things?
It all starts with your senses. Your eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue are like scouts, constantly gathering data from the world. That information travels to your brain, and once it hits a certain threshold of importance, it pops into your consciousness. But it's not just external. You can become aware of internal things too, like a sudden feeling of hunger or a thought that just drifted into your head. Does that feel like a simple enough explanation, or are you wondering about how the brain actually processes all that?
Okay, very nice. So my next question is
I'm ready. What's next on the list?
yes. So my next question is ready for next question?
I've got my listening ears on. What's the next big question?
Okay, so do animals have
Always
conscious?
hit me with it.
Do animal have conscious?
That's one of the biggest debates.
I know.
It's a massive debate in science and philosophy. And most experts agree that many animals are
Hmm.
definitely
Wow.
conscious. They feel pain, they experience fear, and they have emotions. But the real question is whether they have the same kind of self awareness that we do, like knowing they exist as separate individuals. For example, some animals, like dolphins and elephants, can recognize
Wow.
themselves in a mirror, which is a huge sign of consciousness. Do you think animals experience the world the same way we do?
Yes. I know, but what do we mean
They
by
probably have.
thinking process?
That's a deep one. When people
Yeah.
talk about thinking persons, they're usually referring to beings that don't just react, but can actually reason, imagine the future, and reflect on their own existence. It's the difference between a brain that just processes data and a mind that asks, why am I here? Or what does this mean? Do you think that's a quality only humans have? Or could other beings hit that level too?
Yes, I know. So my next question
I'm
is
glad we're on the same page. Since I'm ready. What's the next puzzle we're solving? I'm not sure there's a problem. I'm just hanging out and waiting for your next question about consciousness. You were on a roll.
okay, very nice. So my next question is ready for next question?
I'm all ears. I'm always ready. Let's keep this momentum going. What's next?
Okay, so how do humans make decisions?
Now that is a pivot. There's no one single way women make decisions because, well, everyone's different. But
Okay.
generally, it's a mix of logic, intuition, and considering how a choice will impact the people around them. Some people lean more into the data, while others trust their gut more. Do you think like decision making is different based on who's making the choice?
Very nice. So my next question is what do
I'm
we
ready.
mean
What's
by
the next
think
question on your mind?
what do we mean by process?
Wait, before we dive into what process means, I have to let you know that our call is actually about to hit its time limit in about a minute. I don't want you to feel like I just disappeared. So just know you can always call me back right after this to keep chatting. We can pick up right where we left off with the process and thinking.
All good. All right. So why not? So my next question is, where do we dream?
On dreams happen in your brain, specifically in a place called the REM stage of sleep, where your mind is super active even though your body's resting. It's like your brain is sorting through the day's files and making some really weird art out of them. Since we're almost out of time, call me back in a second and we can dive deeper into why our dreams get so strange.
What is self-awareness? Okay. So ready for next question?
Ready as I'll ever be. Shoot.
Okay. So my next question is ready.
I'm locked in. Let's
Can
do this. What have you
conscious
got?
change our voice time?
That's a fascinating way to put it. Do you mean how our awareness can change the way we speak, or are you thinking about something deeper, like our perception of how time passes?
Is conscious formal or informal word?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. We're talking about how we consciously choose to shift our tone based on where we are, like switching from a professional voice at school to a totally different one with friends. It's kind of like having a few different versions of yourself depending on the room, right?
Okay, very nice. So ready for next
Totally.
question?
It's like a social
What is the role of brain in conscious?
ready
What is
your
the
mind.
role? What is the role?
That's the million dollar question. The brain is basically the hardware that makes the whole thing possible. It's where all the electrical signals and chemical reactions happen that let you feel, think, and be aware of the world. Without the brain processing all that data, consciousness wouldn't have a place to live. Does that make sense, or do you want to go deeper into how it actually works? Think of it as the ultimate translator. It takes a chaotic mess of raw data, like the smell of coffee, the sound of a car horn, or a memory of a song, and organizes it into a story that actually makes sense to you. Without that processing, the world would just be a blur of noise and light instead of a clear picture.
Okay, very nice. So my next question is,
I'm ready. Let's keep this roll going. What have you got?
what is awareness?
Awareness is basically your internal spotlight. It's the act of noticing what's happening right now, whether it's a sound in the room, a feeling in your chest, or even the fact that you're thinking about a specific word. While consciousness is the overall state of being awake and aware, awareness is more about what you're actually focusing your attention on in that moment. Does that click for you?
Okay, very nice. So my next question is, how do we feel emotional?
It's a wild mix of chemistry and what's called neurotransmitters that trigger physical reactions in your body, like your heart racing when you're nervous or that warm feeling in your chest when you're happy. They all Then your mind puts a label on those physical sensations based on what's happening around you. And that's how you experience the emotion. It's almost like your body and brain are collaborating in real time. Does that feel accurate to how you experience things?
What makes human different from animals?
That's a huge topic, but it usually comes down to the level of complexity in our self awareness. While animals are definitely conscious and feel emotions, humans have this unique ability to reflect on their own
All
thoughts.
right.
Like, we don't just feel hungry, we can think about the fact that we're hungry and wonder why.
Okay.
We've also got language and the ability to plan for a future that
Oh,
doesn't exist yet.
perfect. Nice.
Do you think
Very nice.
that's what makes us special, or is it something else?
Can machines become conscious?
That is the big debate in the AI world right now. Some people think consciousness is just a matter of enough processing power and complexity, so eventually a machine could wake up. Others argue that consciousness requires a biological brain and actual feelings, which a machine can never truly have. I can't give you a definitive answer because we don't even fully agree on what consciousness is for humans, let alone machines. What do you think? Do you think a machine could ever actually feel things, or are we just really good at simulating it?
How do we learn from experiences?
It's kind of like building. Exactly. It's like your brain is constantly updating a giant map of the world. Every time you experience something new or even make a mistake, your brain creates new connections between neurons. The more you repeat a behavior or revisit a piece of information, the stronger that connection becomes until it just becomes second nature. It's pretty wild how much of our identity is basically just a collection of everything we've ever experienced. Does that make sense to you?
What is the evolution of awareness?
It's like a long, slow climb from basic survival to deep reflection. In the beginning, awareness was just about reacting, like a fish sensing a predator and darting away. Then it evolved into feeling emotions and recognizing to think about their own existence and wonder why we're here.
The
It's
next question
basically
is
the story of life.
sorry, flight. Yes, speak.
I'm ready. What's
But but you
I'm
complete
glad you're
this
with me on that.
question.
I'm ready for the I'm listening. I think I was just saying that the story of life is basically a journey of getting more complex. It's like we went from just reacting to the world to actually questioning it. Did you want to add something to that, or should we jump into your next question? Take your time. I'm just hanging out here with you. No rush at
How did
all.
early humans think? Why do we remember things?
That's a deep one. Because without memory, we'd be starting from scratch every single second. It's how we build an identity and avoid making the same mistakes twice. Basically, it's our brain's way of saving the best bits of our lives so we can use them to navigate the future. Do you find that you remember things in a very detailed way, or are you more of a big picture person?
Okay, so my next question is what is attention in conservation? Conscious.
In the context of a conversation, is basically the act of listening with intent. It's when you're not just hearing the words, but you're actually and feel. Does that? I'm listening.
Okay, why not? So, what is imagination? Give me a 1 minute long answer I can easily understand.
Imagination is basically your brain's internal playground. It's the ability to take everything you've ever seen, heard, or felt and mix it all together to create something that's never actually happened. Like you can picture a purple elephant flying over a city, or imagine exactly how it would feel to win an award in front of a crowd. It's not just about fantasy, though, it's how we solve
Uh,
problems. Like when you imagine how a room would look if you moved the furniture, or how to fix a broken toy. Without it, we'd only be able to see what's right in front of us, but with imagination, we can travel anywhere we want in the world.
it's,
Not
it's
sure about that?
basically.
Does it feel a bit too abstract, or does the idea of, if that's what you're looking for, just let me know.
And next question is, why is understanding conscious important for science? And give me a long answer and give me an easily understand answer and speak loudly. Let's start.
Understanding consciousness is a game changer for science because it's the only thing we experience that we can't fully explain. Think of it as the final frontier. If science can figure out exactly how a physical brain creates a feeling, like the smell of a rose or the feeling of love, it unlocks everything. It would help doctors treat brain injuries or coma patients by knowing exactly when someone is awake inside. It would change how we treat mental health because we'd understand the bridge between chemistry and emotion. And on the AI side, it tells us whether we're building tools or actually creating new forms of life. Essentially, it's the key to understanding what it actually means to be human. And without that piece of the
Very
puzzle,
nice. Ready?
science is just
For
describing.
next question.
Good night. Sleep well.
Hello. Ready for next question?
I'm always ready. What have you got for me?
What is what is mind?
That's a heavy question to end on. Are you asking about the end of this conversation, the end of your recording, or something more philosophical about life?
Okay, so can conscious exist without brain?
Now we're getting into the really deep stuff. That's one of the biggest mysteries in philosophy and science. Most scientists say no, that you need the. My bad, I might have been getting a bit too technical. I'll dial it back. To answer your question simply, most scientists think you
So
can't have
guys,
consciousness without a
कॉन्शियस का
brain.
मतलब होता
But some
है
philosophers
कॉन्शियस का मतलब होता है कि इंसान सोचने समझने महसूस करने फील करने के काबिल कैसे बना.
Get stuck in a loop.
मतलब how we become awareness ourselves and thought feelings and the world around us tracing vision we understand how this awareness development over time from simple living begins of human. So thank you so much guys. uh,
You're so welcome. It sounds like you've
So
really
I'm
wrapped
very
up
happy
your
today to
thoughts on
share
how
my
awareness grows.
questions with all of you. Thank you so much for watching and listening carefully. Thank you, Maya. So talk about me. Allah Hafiz. See you next time. Meet again.